key to attracting physicians to the medical corps, to attracting top flight business executives and companies to our city. It all centers around education. But because we were looking broader, looking at economic development, and recognizing this was really a big challenge to take on, we brought in a third partner in crime. I'm looking for him. It's John Brewer from the Chamber. Where's John? At least they need to see who you are, so when this is a big success, you get a big share of the credit. So, no, you're very welcome. Thanks to the Chamber. The first order of business, as you reviewed those 5 missions, if you will, or goals of Education 2020, number 3 was how do we fund the schools? So we've got people working on the Helena front, we've got people working on the local front to try to look at formulas and look at various ways to make sure we're getting our fair share. But then we said, if the school board wants to run mill levies, then we need to pick the very, very best people we could find to run Yes for Kids. So we gave this a lot of thought and said, first of all, we need someone that has a record of winning. Someone that doesn't lose in campaigns, whether it's business or community, somebody we can count on to win. Secondly, needs to be someone that is actively involved in education already and has a passion for what we're talking about. Thirdly, it has to be somebody that's too busy to do the job. And then fourth, they have to have a spouse that is everything that I just said and more. So when we got down to the short list, it was just one name on the short list, and that was the Duncans. Because, as you know, Jim runs the foundation at Billings Clinic, and what a world-class medical facility we have in our community, and largely because of his efforts to fund it and provide the means for it to grow and get better and better and better. And you know, recently the announcement was made of the affiliation with Mayo Clinic. Incredible opportunity for citizens of Billings. Secondly, Jim and Heidi have a child in the school system, so they really have some skin in the game. They want the very best for their kid. Thirdly, both of them, Heidi's a physician and Jim runs the foundation at the clinic. They're both way too busy to do this, so we know it'll get done quickly and done well. And then fourthly, Jim sits on the Education Foundation for Billings, so he was already involved behind the scenes. So we said, Jim, we know you're bashful and you don't like to be in front of the camera. We're going to put you out front. And boy, talk about hit the ground running. If you get in the way of either Jim or Terry, you get run over because things are going to happen. And as evidenced by this great event at this great venue, what a wonderful place to introduce the campaign this year, right here in the heart of education, and with all the fanfare behind me. So I think most of you know Jim, and most of you know Heidi. We are so fortunate that they agreed to do this. So lucky that they've taken it on. And they need all of us behind them. All of us need to support them because we are going to establish a pattern of winning starting today for the schools in Billings. No more mill levies up and down. Success. So let me introduce 2 really good friends of mine, Jim and Heidi Duncan.